So it's getting crazy out here, people. It's getting crazy out here, folks. Tripping. On a regular. Tripping. Anyway, so what's up with you? How's everybody doing? What up? How you doing today, bro? You chilling today, man? What's poppin'? Okay, that's what's up. Whoa, you're a woman? Oh, you like that? Okay. Instant, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I humbly apologize because I'm so used to bros going here, and unless it's an obvious woman name, then I automatically see that's my fault. I humbly apologize. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, no disrespect intended. But you having a good day? Everything's chill. Just call you Instant? Okay. Okay, Instant. What's your nationality? What's the nationality? What side of the world you in? You in America? Or you like, okay. That's what's up. Okay, sis. Okay, you in GA. Okay. Oh, you must have got to me from my Why I Left Atlanta videos. You must come from Why I Left Atlanta videos. Is that how you found my channel? That's how a lot of people are finding my channel now. From Why I Left Atlanta. And I want to talk about something today. So oh, okay. Well, I much appreciate it all day. If you got any links that you want to leave, you support group or your channel or anything, go ahead and do that. I don't mind at all. Only thing I mind is people cursing at me, spamming me, and using derogatory language, right? Other than that, I'm cool. Okay. Yeah, I spread the love. What up now? What up, recording? Oh, okay. Because I don't never produce the whole beat online. I just kind of, I made this beat a while ago too. Matter of fact, I was about to change some parts in it. Oh, I'll do it right now. Sure. I'll go ahead and check you out right now. Right now, we go ahead and, do some due diligence right now. So you just hold on, because I can't read your comments. I'm looking at this. Well, what are you doing? You tripping? Yeah. You tripping? You tripping? Okay, there you go. Hold on a second. I will look you up right now, and talk up your channel, because that's how I do. Oh yeah, I like the little okay, I would have known you as a sister if I could have saw your avatar a little closer. Okay, so Hatchimals, I don't know what that is. Instant replay live, okay. What is it? What is that? Jamaican creator, okay. Instant RY play, instant replay. You got the nerve to be cute too with the natural hair. Y'all need to check out the sister channel. Limited edition. I don't know what that is. Pink. So you're a gamer. So you got some game going on. You used to be a rap. What? You used to be a rapper back in the. Oh, well, I got the wrong beat on. My bad. I'm messing around with the love tune like Luther the Vandross is about to pop up. Shoot, let me change the MO. I didn't know you was in it like that. Wait a minute, let me go turn on my AC because it's getting hot in here. Y'all just hold on a minute here. She's gonna come at me like she gonna. Okay, you gonna hold on here, lady. Hold on just a minute. I said here. The hit me deep. The devil to the Have you ever went over a friend's house to eat and the food just ain't no good? I mean, the macaroni started with peas on mush him, the chicken tastes like wood. Yeah. Yeah, okay. You want to come out with the, we got you. With the face, big, so unique. Come on, everybody. Hook it up. Hook it on down. Yeah, okay. Get the rhythm up a bit. Bibble, bibbity bip, bob the bip, bobbity bang. We got a rapper in his house. Okay. We got a all right. Let me turn off the sweet loving music. Nobody trying to hear that. Trying to hear no love music. We want this on old style. So old style hip hop, new style, what you want up in this piece. Because I got all that. I got all that. What kind of, what you need? Some old style, some new style. What you need? My choice. My choice. Let me hit you with this 5 beat real quick. Now, I got a couple 5 beats now. You need to ask somebody who you dealing with. I got a couple of them, but let me hit you with this 5 beat first. Let me find it. Look at that. Nah, that's too much. Well, I can't drop that on it yet. You know that one I'm talking about. You know, I played yesterday. That one that's just going to blow up if somebody get hold of it. I can't do that to her yet. Switch more hell off. Let's see what you like. Let me see. You just drop some some regular hip hop on you first, just to see where you at. See what kind of shit before I hit you with some. Yeah, okay. All right. Let me see what's going on here. I don't need this. I don't need that. Let me see what this is. This is some regular hip hop. This is some regular. Let's see if you like something like this first. It's just some old. I was chilling in the back with the. Let me switch hats. I need to be in the frame of mind. Wait a minute. Okay. Where we at? What are we doing? What's going on? We all at? What happened? Oh, my goodness. Nope. No, heck no, but I love that. Yo, I love that Brooklyn. Man, I used to wake up and go to sleep listening to Big. Love that stuff. Love it. Okay. Let me see if I can come up with something else for you. This might be a little too laid back for you. I still like it though, because I'm a laid back type of dude. Let me see what this is. I forgot which one this is. I'm a laid back type of dude, so I like that easy listening to. Oh, you was made in Brooklyn? Oh, man. All right. I'm going to have to create a beat for you. But before I do, we're just going to rock to a couple of them just to see where you at. See if you can handle this right here. See where your mind is at if you like it. Yeah. BX in the house. Yo. Yo. Okay. Yeah. Spit them rhymes like. Yeah. Instant on the MI. Now turn it up a little. This goes out to my young duns. Peace out the fight, dog. Just a little Brooklyn for you. Okay, that's smooth. That's a smooth joint. You like that one? Okay, we're gonna rock with something else then. Rock with something else and open up something else for you. Oh, sure. All right, I'm gonna see if you can handle this one, because I know how y'all is down there. Let me see if you like this one. Just tell you, I'm just see if you like it. I'm gonna just see if you like it. You know what I'm saying? And I might have to put something together for you.
If you heard of me, real good. You'll never forget. Right. Always. Gonna hurt you back.
Write this down. You better sound. Write this down.
hurt a man.
You hurt a man.
Real good. Real good. He'll never forget it.
He'll never forget it.
Right. Always. 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 Don't hurt you back.
You open up something else. Let me see. I got some other bangers. I got some old joints, man. I don't even know where they are. This is probably on the smooth tip. That's that city right there, but it's just a loop that I created. On the smooth tip. So if I got some newer hip hop. What's this one? Nah. I just mess around. It's just me going, when I get bored, I make beats. I do have stuff that's on SoundCloud, and I have some stuff that's on CD Baby under Tone Live. But it's just usually me just having fun. You know what I'm saying? You know, some people have shown interest, but they ain't came forth with no dough. So I don't take them seriously. They don't come out giving no money out. They ain't talking dollars, then I just keep rolling. Yeah, if they ain't talking dollars, it just don't make sense to me. I just keep rolling. I'm not gonna, because I've been down this road before where, you know, people want to do stuff and then, so I don't even do that. I don't even bother. I got a bunch of stuff though. Different stuff. A lot of it I just do it because I like listening to my own music. I like listening to my own music. I don't even turn the radio on. Like in my car when I'm driving, I don't turn the radio on. Matter of fact, the knob is like missing, so I don't even know where the knob to my radio in my car is, because I just don't listen to it. I listen to my own thing. like the song I could. I did it all to you. Yeah, I was trying to create something and it didn't. No, but I got some head bangers. I got some stuff that a lot of people like. I got some stuff that people don't like, but it's my one joint. I got a lot of simple stuff that hits. Right. Thanks, I appreciate it. Do you have anything with whistles in it? Whistles. I don't have any beat with whistles in it. I got one with bells in it, but you ain't gonna recognize that it's a bell. This one has a bell in it, but you ain't gonna recognize it's a bell. But with whistles in it, I need to hear what you're. Tell me a beat that you're talking about so I can look it up, listen to it, and then I could probably make it for you. You're not gonna know that this is a bell. Yo! I don't know karate. I get it. At 50 Cent. I get it. Gotta be considerate of the neighbors. Started. Hey, we all from the same place. Asians and Africans are the same people. The Asians and the Jews, and black Jews. We from Asia. Jerusalem is in Asia. That's where we from. We not Africans, we Asians. That's where we're from. Well, we're Jews. Jews came from Jerusalem. Jerusalem is in Asia. People always get that mixed up too. They'd be like, Jerusalem is in Africa. I'm like, you need to check your map. Jerusalem is in Asia. That's why they say Black Asiatic. We are Asians, not Africans. Anyway, that's a whole nother video. Yeah. You was just in Jerusalem? Wow, what's it like? I've done some traveling, but I've never been to Jerusalem. I'd like to go. And not to go to see the city of Mecca and do all the phony praying that these people do. I'd like to see the, place where Christ, walked and things along that line. I would love that. Tel Aviv, yeah. Yeah. Why do you go there? You just go there, you just went there just to go? You ain't have nothing to do? What? You just a traveling soul, ain't you? That's all right. I've been to 5 different countries. I'd like to go to some more. I plan on, I'm about to finish my degree. I get my piece of paper in September. So I'm thinking about actually leaving the country. But it won't be for, be like, well, I'm thinking about visiting somewhere else soon, but leaving the country in about a year or so. Yeah. Plan on just dipping out. I want to get a master's degree, and I'm thinking about just getting my master's degree first before I leave, though. So. Yeah, so do I. Healthcare. My degree is in healthcare administration. And matter of fact, it's our last week this week. And I was just looking at my scores, my grades. So right now I'm at a C and a C. But after I turn in my 2 assignments and take this test, I'll probably be at a A and hopefully a B in statistics. But as long as I don't get an F in statistics, I'm okay. But I need to get a B in my next class, but I'm only like 6 points away from that. So that's just like 2 assignments and boom. But I'm trying to really get A in that so my GPA could be near what it needs to be, because it has to be at like 2.5 or something like that to get into grad school at the same school. And that's what I want to do, because I could probably get some good grants just to go to the school I'm already in. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm old, so I did that many moons ago. You did what many moons ago? Oh, statistics? You're old. I'm older than you. What do you mean you're old? I'm older than you. No, I know I'm older than you are. I saw your picture. I got house music too. I'll be trying to make up beats though, just to see what I could do with them, see who might buy stuff. Yeah, I'm old. Let's bet what? That I'm older than you are? What you got on it? Cornbread? What you got? You gonna lie though? Don't be like, well, don't start besmirching your A's just to win. Oh, baby. Oh, honey. I'm 51 years old. It's a nice try, though. I'm 51, honey. See, I like just chill beats. I can just... I like those real chill beats I can just relax to, because when I'm writing my papers, I gotta... What's your degree in? Nah, because I got 2 gray hairs. That's the truth. One grows in my nose, peeps out every now and then. I'll be like, nope, clip. And the other one is, I don't know, around here somewhere. Other than that, yeah, I'm every bit of 51 years old. I was born in 67. Yeah. You already heard this one. Yeah, I was born in 67, Mom. It's good. It's a swing and a miss, but it's a nice try, man. Most people don't know I'm not old until I tell them. They really don't. You You get a thumbs up for that one. I ain't mad. You got to do something with it, huh? She said, I call it glitter. Well, whenever I see, some a gray hair pop out of nowhere, it just, I'm in my 50s. I expect it. I expect it now, because my brother's, he's older than me though. I think he's like 56 now. He's younger than that, 54 or something. And you are all invited to Tone 202 show. Lay back, grab your girl. Hit the dance floor. That's what you were looking for. I did it. I did it, right? I gave you your bell. You got your bell for like 2 seconds. You don't believe me either. You think I was born in 1967. I really was. I really was. You ain't lived so far away, I'd come on over there and be like, wow, psh, driver's license, 1967. Yeah. Trust, I'm old. I'm an old head. Yeah. I saw most of the people get online and listen to my music, they be like, that's too old. That music's old, man. I'll be like, all right, what y'all want? Gun music y'all want to hear. But if you go to my SoundCloud, you'll hear a variety of different, you'll hear, like this stuff isn't even fully produced. Stuff on SoundCloud side, all the way produced. It's like whole songs, 3 minutes. These, I just make little loops of them and don't finish them. Because I just like to go through them and just listen to the different vibes. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna make you a beat. What kind of beat you want? I'm gonna make you a beat. What kind of beat you want? Tell me what kind of beat you want to hear. Old school, new school, trap music. What you got? I'm gonna make you a beat. Oh. Yeah, I got smooth stuff on here. I got smooth, slow stuff, but you probably don't want to hear the old lovers. I got a beat that you and your dude y'all be like, oh. Y'all be like, oh. Yeah, I got some of those too. Be all booed up. You be all booed up, listen to my music. What y'all doing? We booed up. You'll have to get one next time. Okay, gotta run. Need to edit a video. It was you too. I'm gonna check out the videos and vibe on them. Thanks for stopping by. Anybody else want to hear anything in particular? Y'all know me, I'm in a hip-hop state of mind. Shoot. Hip-hop state of mind. Y'all have a great evening too. Yes, ma'am. See you soon. This beat killing them, ain't it? I'm looking for a particular song. I don't know what I did with it. She's a nice lady. Glad she stopped by. This ain't it, but I'll let it play for a second. I'm gonna have to go through each one of them to find that doggone song. Okay. What the? Dropping that bass on them. They wasn't ready for that bass. That house music all night long. Some of y'all don't like house music. They be like, oh, I don't want to hear no house music. Be like, come on, man, a house? You don't want to hear that? Be like, no. Be like, okay. I like house music. I was trying to make some smooth music for one of my Desiree, when are you coming home? I was trying to make some music for one of my subs. Desiree, when are you coming home? Da-da-da-da-da. I was trying to, I was trying to put the little, I was trying to do a little something with that, but you know, you know what I'm saying? Trying to make something for a shorty. Get my man Eminem on this beat. Okay. Listen, Eminem, listen. Back in 99 was I can't rap. I might call D12. Tell D12 to get on this. Yeah, I might call D12 up, man. I ain't talked to them boys in a minute. Conniver. Talk D12. Hang out with him. 8 Mile. I don't like this song. Bum, bum, bum. Is that what this is? It's okay. It needs work. It needs a place. Come on, Dad, give me the keys. Why give me the keys? Boom, 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 boom. There's a whole production that goes on top of this song. there's a whole voices and everything. You want this song? Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, shoot. She said she was made in Brooklyn. I already played this one, but I'm gonna play it again because I like it. What up, dude? Nice. This is more fun. Oh, you like that beat? Okay. All right. This is some laid back. Huh. He said he likes that beat, huh? I like to swing in this beat, man. I just be chilling. Let's see what this beat is. Okay. I didn't know if anybody was still listening. I'm like, everybody gone. But you know, I still vibe when everybody leaves. Hold on. Before you even listen to this, I just want you to know that the hi-hat in here is actually 2. I just need to say that so people can appreciate what I stumbled upon. I'm gonna change this to a hip hop bass. It's dropping them. I actually almost like that. I'm gonna change to hip hop sub bass. Alright, I'm gonna have to reproduce this. beat is killing it. I could put an 808 in here. Drop an 808 here. Like, huh. What does that sound like? Drop an 808 in here. Stop playing around with y'all. Change the bass up altogether. Still don't like it. Don't like it. I'm gonna keep it, but I don't like it. I'll try something else though. I need to rock with a different bass. Anyways, I can make a new jam. Anything in particular you want to hear, man? You always listen to my jams. Any type of beat you want to hear, bro? You know, I got a whole bunch of them. You can just be listening if you just want to. Listening to them, but it's cool when I create them with my folks. My folks. I like doing that. I gotta be with one of those in it. Yeah, fully produced. You want to hear it? Fully produced. Yeah. Tone. Frozen love. So cool. Oh shit, I don't even know what's that. Yeah, nobody's responding anyway. I like Think for a Say. It's my jam. I'll make something new. What you gonna do? I'm gonna make something new. What you gonna do? That's trap music-ish. Since I've got a brand new and a minor note. Minor notes though. I can't get enough of that. All that delay is just. don't even know what to do with this. I'll see what I gotta do with this. That was fun. Now for something else. Chop music is always hard for me. But I've been practicing on it. Trying to get better at it because it's so idiotic to me, but you know, so one-dimensional that it's hard for me to do. When you go to school and take up music theory and you start listening to this, it's just like, But there are some things I do like about it. Okay. I gotta stop. I gotta take the swing out of everything. Get my basics down. Struggling at the beginning. Gotta do it again. $32. 32. Okay, got you. Let me get my sync game together. Notice that it's all about, what's up? Oh, thanks, bro. All about choosing the right sense. So this is all experiment for me. You hear that? Watch this. Just listen to it. That was pure stupid. Take another Cincinnati. Hold on, bro. Wait a minute. You doing? You have to. I got to keep up with you. You can't force it. This is almost. Use this. What? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry, I just lost my minute. This manifested so fast. Sometimes sometimes a song is already produced in your head, and if you try to rush it, you'll just miss everything. It'll be just like missing your flight. It'll just be late, and then when you get it all back, it'll just be like another day or something, or a week, or you might not get it back. Seriously, it's like that. So you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go with it. Have I made over $1,000 on YouTube? I really don't know. I don't think so. Yeah, I really don't know. But it's trap music type of, you know. That's what it's really like. It's like DJ Khaled type of, you know, when he be getting them trap boys in there. It's really what it is. I missed the first beat. Keep missing it. That's what it's gonna end up sounding like. It's a trap sound, like a. That was weird. This, I'm trying to use this, but it's not coming through the way I wanted to. It's not going the way I wanted to. I hear it, but I'm not getting it because it's just not my genre. You know what? I'm gonna just put something else up under it instead of get something else to. But I don't want to. I'm gonna scratch it. I like it, but I'm gonna scratch it. That's the way it goes, man. That's the way it goes. You like the you like a lot of stuff that I do. So I don't really know like what kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like if I was just gonna do something myself, I'd probably start off with this type of stuff. But I do so much of that. I'm trying to get off into something different. I'm trying to get stuff where people, the younger people, would listen. But most of the time it's stuff like, okay. So if I took like a regular synth, I took like something just like a regular synth, you'll hear a lot of like Lil Yachty listening. Boom, it's just like, what are you saying, Sideshow Bob? But I'm sorry. But that's just that good. Simple stuff is. It's not a sub bass. Okay. Sub bass. sub base. I think it's a sub base. Pop sub base. Something. So it's a sub base that follows the all right. So let me take this. I'm just gonna put down some simple ones. Yeah. Put it down at 16 though. Make it simple. I'm gonna try this out. I'll try sub base. It's the wrong one. Nasty like that. That's why I like the sub bass better, but it just doesn't sustain. I'm off today, man. Almost like that. I'm off today. I'm hungry, that's why. I'm off. Have one of them days. It's all good though. I'm so hungry. All right, I think I'm just gonna give up. I just suck today. When I get back to this, it's gonna be fire though. What's my title about? What do you mean? Oh, my neighbors. I got some neighbors that some people around here that don't like me too much, and that notion is starting to grow. What I do is I live in an apartment complex, and when I gotta write these papers, and I need to take breaks from the computer, I'm gonna scratch this. I like it, but I don't like it. I'm just not having not a production day. But mine is on these papers. Anyway, so there's this couple that moved in a couple months ago, and they got kids and whatnot. And the father is suspicious of me. You know, they got kids and whatnot. You should be suspicious of everybody, I guess. But I can tell by the way he looks at me and the way he keeps his eye on me that he's suspecting me. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't even know you, one. Never done anything to you, two. I don't come around you other than walk on a sidewalk. So I pace, you know, when I'm doing a lot of thinking. I go outside and I pace. I walk around a little perimeter in the sidewalk, and everybody can walk on the sidewalk. You live here, walk on the sidewalk. I don't cross into their grass. But the other day, the mom was sitting outside. I walked past, you know, on the sidewalk like I'm allowed to. And I noticed that there was another neighbor across the walkway, an older lady, and she was looking at me out her window or out of her door, just looking at me. But I ain't paid no mind. I turn around and walk back, and I walk to the other curb, do the same thing in front of, you know, just walk around the block is what I'm doing. And then I come back in the house and then go and write my papers. Well, when I had turned around and was walking this way, she came to the lady that was sitting outside talking, and they were talking about me. And I went all the way to the curb and turned around and noticed that they were both looking at me when I turned around. I was like, oh, here we go. So I know she's going to tell her man something stupid. And then it's like, I don't care about you people. I mean, Godspeed, but I have no interest in you people. But here it comes. I just know it. But I'm going to keep doing what I do because I don't bother nobody when I'm walking around. You know, I notice some people will, you know, walk around me, and that's on them. I have no concern for these people whatsoever. But if they come up with some old crazy stuff, man, it's like, you know, what I'm going to do is probably just go straight to the apartment complex. You know, I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing this. Go complain to the apartment complex. I'm not. I don't have time because I already know it's coming. Somebody's going to say something to me about walking on the curb, you know, because I always walk out, make that left, walk to the end of the curb, which is in front of their house. I don't care about those people. And I'll walk back. And usually when I'm doing it, their kids aren't even out. You know, like I'm not interested. Like, I just know it's coming down the pipe. I can feel it. Like, I'm not interested in you, your kids, or that old lady. I don't know who she is. I've never met her. Like, you know, old bats do that. You know what I'm saying? They just start stuff. Like, and then the mom is suspicious of me now. She's looking at me, and I can just tell that the dad is going to say something to me just off the rail. And I'm just going to be like, you know what? I'm not going to listen to you, and I'm not interested in any of you. But I'm going to keep walking up and down this curb because it's here. I pay to live here, and I don't know what else to tell you people. If you got an issue, then maybe you shouldn't live here because people walk up and down these curbs all the time. Maybe you should get a house where you got some acres. But I'm allowed to walk here. I pay to live here. I've done nothing wrong. I am nowhere near interested in your wife or your family or the fat old lady that lives down the street. So, and I'm just exhausted because I just went through something a couple weeks ago with one of my other neighbors, and it got real fast. And I'm like, And I was telling the one guy who knows me, I said, I would hate to start just living like ornery and being just an ornery dude, you know, and have to go out here and, you know, think about people running up on me. Yeah, they do. No, they black. One lady, she thinks I'm interested in her 18-year-old. Like, I'm not interested. Not interested in your 18-year-old. She came and sat on my porch, you know. Said her back was hurting, and I rubbed her back, and she went home and told her mother something that didn't happen. I'm like, she sat out here in front of everybody, everyone, and didn't say a word for 2 hours. And all of a sudden, her mother comes over. If you touch my daughter again, I'll kill you. I'm just like, really? Like, what did I do to your daughter? Like I said, I don't know what your daughter told you, but, you know, we sat out here in front of her. If you even look at her, I'll kill you. I said, okay. I'm just like, you draw down on me, lady. I'm going to draw on you. Like, I'm not having that. So now her and I got some serious tension going on. She threatened to kill me, and I'm just like, all right, Yolanda. And the grandma was there, too. I was like, man, I don't want to live like this. But, you know, so I just been staying out of the way because I'm not going to, look, man, I'm not going to fall for okie doke. But if that woman draws on me, if she comes back over to my crib, and I could have called the police. Yeah, please don't curse on my channel. But the fact is, you know, that's what I was like, later, media, I was like, yo, for one, she's 18. But she's like, if you touch my daughter again, I was just like, in my head, I was just like, this is not a 15-year-old. This is an 18-year-old, for one. For two, she asked me to rub her back because her back was hurting. And I did. So I was like, wait, where did I go wrong? You know, I told her if she needed a ride to work or something, I'd give her a ride, or, you know, whatever, you know, because she works down the street. She's like, no, I'm okay. I guess she went and told her mom that she was uncomfortable or whatever. And I was thinking that, yeah, and I was thinking to myself, why did you sit over here on my porch for 2 hours and then go tell your mother some bull crap? You know what I'm saying? That's what I was thinking. I was just like, and I'm talking about if I even look at her daughter, I'm like, lady, you're out your mind. We're neighbors. Your daughter, I'm going to, you know, we might cross paths. You know, and if you reach in your perch and come towards me, and I am not going to have, look, it's going to be bad. I'm going to have, you know, because I'm already on edge. But if she even approaches me and act like she wants to reach in her purse for something, it's going to be terrible. Because I'm not going to let no woman just, you know, for when I live here, like, you're not punking me. But you talking about, she was talking about taking me out of this world. Lady, nah, we're not doing that. Next door neighbor, her and her kid. Just like, you need to talk, you need to check your daughter. You know what I'm saying? She came over here. I didn't go to her house. Yeah, she could have got up and walked away anytime she wanted to. She sat here for 2 hours talking to me and some other people. Yo, but anytime somebody threatens my life, man, I'm all a bunch of nonsense. I'm just like, you need to check her, not check me. You know what I'm saying? For one, she's 18. For two, it wasn't like she was in the house and, you know, and I was, you know, she asked me to rub her back. I did. You know, I didn't try to sleep with your daughter or nothing like that. And once again, she's 18. But I didn't try to sleep with her or nothing like that. I didn't, hey, you want to go, you know, and I was like, nah, hit a movie or something if you're bored. You know, my other neighbor, she's 18 too. You know what I'm saying? Talk to her all the time. Her and her mom. I think her mom kind of likes me. But talk to her all the time. You know, but this goofy chick over here, Like, you out of your mind, you know. So I let them think whatever. You know, if they come at me with some nonsense, man, it's just gonna be all bad. Because for one, I'm not just going to lay down and let somebody do me like that. You know, I'm going all out. I don't care if it's a woman, especially because it's a woman. Because the court systems let women get away with all type of stuff. I just told her, like, don't mess with me. I told her, you ain't killing nobody. Don't come over here with that. You better check your daughter. You know, she ain't that hot anyway. Like all the pretty women around here, you think that little itty bitty thing? You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, man, I went into automatic army mode. I really did. I really went, just hearing those words, I went into automatic army mode, man. I was thinking, you know, 100% protect yourself at all times, like back blast area, all clear. I went straight military mode, man. I was just like, and I had to talk to God. I was like, Lord, he's like, don't do it. Because he knew what I was going to do. He said, don't do it. Just leave him alone, man. I was like, I ain't bothered him. He knew exactly where my mind was going. He was like, just calm down. I was like, nah, she threatened me twice. And she said, you know, she's like, I meant what I said. I'm like, man. So I had to talk to God on that one because my first reaction is to go straight military, man. Like, that's one thing the military beat in your head. You protect yourself at all times. Nah, she got a little dude that lives out of town. But I was thinking he might pull up on some nonsense too, so I just don't like living like this, man. But I'm just gonna wait. I mean, I don't think the boyfriend, the boyfriend pulls up and wants to throw some hands on. Throw hands with you in a heartbeat. Just don't pull on me. You know, don't come up here trying to, you know, and pull out a banger and let me live. Don't do it. Don't you do it. Don't pull out no banger. Now, this lady is a little touched, so I know. I mean, if they wanted, I mean, if her dude come up here and he want to throw some hands, we can throw some hands. You know. You know what I'm saying? We take it to the rink if you want to. You feel like that. But don't come up here on that, you know, think you just going to do something and it's not going to be, you know, all bad for you, because it is. I don't play that at all. You know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, I'm going to chill, because I had an immediate reaction of, you know what I'm saying, and going and get myself straight. But I was like, I'm not going to live under that umbrella, because that's hard living right there. Last person came at me like that, man, I just went in. I was like, all right, let's go. Too old for that. You know what I'm saying? Too old for that, man. Not trying to live like that. These goofy people over here, and the father looking at me, giving me that straight look like he going to, I'm just like, it's the other people that live over here. I just don't even pay no mind. I just look at them and just keep walking. As long as they don't approach me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, I'm fine. Y'all fine. Just don't approach me with some old, you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it. I'm okay. You're okay. Don't come at me. Please don't come at me. Like begging them, please don't. Because I don't have a, like, my off switch. You know what I'm saying? Like we'd just be two people out there going nuts over something stupid that some old lady said. I'm like, don't. We don't need to do this. I'm not interested in you, your wife, your kids. Nothing. I'm not interested in none of y'all. And the kids come and they play. The kids come and play right on my porch. I'll be like, your kids play on my porch all the time. And I don't shoo them off no damn where. They play on porch. You know, because they play with the little girl that lives next door, and they knock on my door and ask me for stuff. And I usually give it to them until the other little girl said something to me I didn't like. I was like, really? Okay. So I stopped talking to them altogether. They don't like that. Now they run around with attitudes towards me. I don't care. You don't say stuff out the way to me and think that I'm going to sit up there and then still give you stuff. And, nah, this doesn't work like that. They want to borrow my hose and they want to, and have me do stuff out there. I'm like, nah, I'm a grown ass man. Like, go ask your parents. Like, I'm nice to you, and then you want to flip out one day and say some crazy stuff. No, get away from me. I don't want to talk to you. Kids are dangerous. They'll say anything. That's why I stopped talking to them. I don't want to talk to you because y'all say anything, and then there goes the neighborhood. So get the hell away from me. And they know it now. They just see the look on my face. Like, he ain't playing. No, I'm not playing. I'm not trying to get into it with none of y'all crazy-ass parents. I'm not interested in none of y'all or your crazy-ass parents. I don't care what y'all do. Just don't bother me. I have a child. She's older. Yeah. Yeah, I have an older child. She's an older man. She's 23 or 24 now. I don't know. I don't keep up with her. I don't keep up with her at all. Who cares? But I don't play with these kids because they'll say anything. It is. Oh, thanks. It's tough being a single dude. People are suspect of you. That's what's going on. It's like, y'all need to leave men alone because not all men are out here trying to do some crazy. Like, I don't know your kid. I don't give a flying flu coffin about your kid. Little brats play on my porch. I don't bother them. But if you're going to start tripping out because I'm walking in front of your house on a sidewalk that everybody walks in, I'm going to tell you the truth. Don't have your kid around my house. I'm going to call the police, and I'm going to tell the rental place, and I'm going to be like, listen, I'm not bothering these people, but I don't want their kid around my house if they think that I'm some kind of issue. You know what I'm saying? I don't want their kid, because I don't want to hear it. Something happened to you, little snotty-nosed brat. Don't come to my door knocking on my door because you're going to get the door slammed right in front of you. I am not interested in you people. You know what's on my mind? College. When you see me walking up and down them streets, that's because I'm thinking about these stupid papers they're not stupid, but these research papers that I have to write and this math that I have to do. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm not thinking about you people whatsoever. I'm just out there to get some sun and to have some peace. I've been walking up and down these streets for almost 10 years. You mean to tell me I got to stop walking on the curb because you suddenly moved in? You out of your damn mind. That's what happened. Yeah, MGTOW, man. MGTOW's the way to go, man. MGTOW's a way to go, man. Leave people alone. Leave women alone. I don't bother with nobody. I leave people alone. You know, some of these chicks won't talk to me. I'm afraid to talk to them. They want to throw your ass in jail for stuff that they did. Tired of all that, man. I'm tired of people lying on me. He did this. I'm like, I can prove that I didn't. See, they don't expect you to be smart. They expect you to be stupid. And I'll be like, okay, when did this happen? First thing I go, really? When did this happen? Really? That's what I always ask. When did this happen? What day? What time? Who said it? Where was I? What exactly transpired? I'm like, okay, well, I can tell you where I was on that day. Because I know where I was. Because I have a schedule every day. I know exactly where I am every day. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I know where I was that day. Every day, I'm like, okay, I can tell you where I was. I can tell you that they're lying. Because I know where I was. And I got proof. Tired of it. Tired of these raggedy people. I'm tired of females, man. I'm tired of freaking females. I'm just tired of these goofy females. Like, these females are crazy now. I'm just sick of them. Like, I'm sick of them. I'm sick of them. There's some good ones, man, but I tell you what, it's like you don't even want to deal with the good ones because you're afraid that it's going to be a worm in the inside of that apple too. You're like, I know there's a worm in here too. Just, I'm too old for this. I really am. I'm really too old for this. Too old, man. Back hurts. Just too old for you stupid. Tired of women, man. They're always saying something crazy that just you'd be like, wait, what? What happened? That's because they got the courts all twisted up. But people are starting to wake up. People are starting to wake up now. Because they keep forgetting that the judge is a man. Usually. The police officers, men. Usually. It's like police officers, mostly men. You know, you keep throwing these men in jail and the police officers see what's going on. They're like, no, I'm tired of putting men in jail. I'm a man. Like, everywhere I go, man, I'm tired of it. I'm like, take you and your kids and go to no man's land. Like, stop looking at me hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just pisses me off that I'm all of a sudden the culprit. I'm the villain, and I've done absolutely nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm walking past your house like, They don't know mine. I don't give a damn about y'all. I'm trying to get that piece of paper. That's what I'm trying to do. Shoot. I'm not paying you chicks no mind. I'm not playing this dude and his wife no mind. I need that piece of paper. That's what I'm trying to get. If it ain't got nothing to do with a degree, nah. I'm trying to get a master's degree or trying to get my... I'm either going to get a master's degree or I'm going to practice law or something like that. I'm saying. But if I practice law, you know, I was thinking about criminal law, but I don't want to be a criminal lawyer. I just don't. I'd rather be a lawyer that, one, I know I'll have a job, and two, I don't have to deal with. It's just some things I just don't want to deal with. So I'm looking at healthcare. Plus, my degree is in healthcare. So I'm just because I want to be able to. What I want to be able to do is I want to be able to not work for the government, but with the government on some of the healthcare laws that exist, you know, and try to, you know, find some way to give us universal healthcare and stuff like that. Because that's the stuff I care about. I care about people not being able to go to a hospital and get proper care. And that's what's happening all over America. So those type of things I really care. That's what's on my mind. Like, I am not thinking about these people. My mind is thinking, how can I fix some of America's problems? That's where my head is really at. Like, oh, I know if I can position myself here, you know, once I get that paper next month, if I, you know, forward my education here, then I can start talking to these people here. Because I used to work for the House of Representatives. So what happened is I'll probably start angling back towards legislation. That's what I'm really interested in. So that's the angle I'm thinking about taking, going back towards legislation. Plus, there's a lot of wiggle room when you want to, there's a lot, and there's a lot of a wiggle room there because you don't have to necessarily be a 9-to-5 when you're working in those type of veins. You know, you can do a lot of stuff at home. See, I can't work a 9-to-5. I can't see myself doing that. So what I'm thinking about doing is a lot of contract stuff. That way, when I'm able to go to work, I can work. And if I'm not able to, nobody is saying that I'm fired or lost wages or all this other goofy stuff that they tell you. They try to belittle you and make them seem like they're so much better than you because they belong to this organization. It's like, I don't give a damn about none of y'all organizations. Like, we belong to the so-and-so club. Y'all all smell like, you know, burnt toast. Now get out of here. We don't care about your club. What I care about is how to fix some of these issues where I see people going to the hospital and then getting turned away because they're terminally ill. You know what I'm saying? And that's really happening. There are children being turned away because they're terminally ill. If you have cancer, you know, and it's at a certain stage, certain hospitals won't admit you because of the cost. They'll lose so much money. And I'm just like, what? You're here to help people, you know? So morals, ethics, that's why I was thinking about actually getting into the law side of it, because I would really like to, you know, sue some of these people and have the proceeds go right to the kid. But then you got greedy parents. So what I would probably do is set it up as a fund. You know, if I crack some of these hospitals in the head for being morally wrong, which you can, there are ethics laws. There are moral and ethics laws that hospitals and healthcare centers have to go by. So, okay, let me put it to you like this. Remember when the housing bubble bursted all those people, subprime loans, and all those people who were getting money off these people and giving them these loans to go in these houses. And then when it went up, they lost their house because they couldn't pay $2,000 for a house when they was paying $700. Yeah, when they were, that's where my mind at. When they were paying $700 a month, they was like, "Oh, we're good," and then it swung up to like $2,000. They're just like, we don't have money for that. Lost their house. Well, that was the banks doing that to them. They were they were baiting and switching on them. That's what it's called, bait and switch. And a lot of people lost their houses, stuff like that. They ended up being homeless, or they had to, sell everything they had to try to live there. They still didn't make it. They lived with mom, and now they're living in somebody's basement. Some people just became homeless. Whole families got wiped out doing that. Well, a lot of people who did that was like, well, it wasn't illegal. Well, they didn't understand the holistic view of the law. The law doesn't only state that if you give somebody a loan and that it's going to be too much for them because their income, how much money they make. When it climbs, when that bubble climbs up, that they're going to be out of a house. You're aware of this, but you want to get the commission and just keep going. And you're just like, hey, that's their problem. That is a crime. It's an ethical crime. And a lot of people went to jail on a code of ethics. They didn't think they can go to jail for that. It was just like, yeah, it's called ethics, and you're going to jail. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to snatch your license. So it hurt a lot of people because they were hurting a lot of people. Well, the same thing goes for hospitals. There's ethical laws that hospitals have to go by. And this is the only thing that makes me want to jump into the lawyer side of it, because I see a lot of crime going on, and I'm just like, I just want to stick it to you. You're not going to, make $700,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? These crazy numbers that you're making. And then this kid comes in, freaking 4 years old, little boy, dying of cancer, and not everybody can go to St. Jude. Not all these kids get funding, especially if they're certain colors. Then they really start, you don't deserve to live. You kiss my ass, you don't deserve to be in business. So that's what I'm thinking, So I can either go the healthcare agent route, because, the government's looking for people to be agents. I can make my own agency. Healthcare is not going anywhere. It's the biggest business that there is. I can make my own agency. That's all I have to do is make my own website. And now that I have a degree in it, I can easily get a secretary, I can get a secretary, and I don't have to pay overhead because they can be at home. You can get a secretary online. You don't have to meet them. You just need their information. You get yourself a couple people to actually do the footwork. You pay them according to what they do in the reports that they bring in. You know what I'm saying? They bring in legitimate reports. You look at the report. You put your little whatever on it. Boom. You send it off to the government. The government looks at it, says whatever, pays you. You pay everybody else. So I could go that route. I will not work at a hospital. I will not eat green eggs and ham. Hospitals are stressful. And the money is good too. The money is crazy. Makes it so bad the VA hospital is just, they're losing their CEO. My doctor was like, maybe you can go in. I was like, you can't be a CEO of a hospital. I've never been a CEO before. If I did, I would go in as an assistant manager. The money is good. Looking at $70,000 a year, somewhere around there. Could vary, depends on the hospital. You could walk into a job probably. Sky's the limit with your degree. Yeah, the sky's the limit. I know this. Especially if you get an MBA, you could go off in the hundreds. Be like you, 100, and then keep on going up. But the money isn't my motivation. The change is my motivation. But of course, I want, I want to get paid. I don't want to be, I don't want to be like some dude. I'll do it. You just show me love too. Heck with that. Give me my money. You know what I'm saying? Still, that's good money, man. I've never made that much money in my life, but like, I'm not in it for the love. Just do it for the love and we don't pay you. Absolutely not. Kiss my ass. Give me my money. I want to live, in a nice place too if I want to. You know what I'm saying? Plus, you have no life. That's money you can plan around, though. My dad, my dad was like that. He's making big dollars. He had no life. All he did was work. I was like, I don't want to live like you. But that money right there, you can plan around. So you can say, well, what you're doing, I'm going to do this for 5 years, for the next 5 years. I'm going to go hard in the paint for the next 5 years. And you do that. You just go hard in the paint for the next, but you got a 5-year plan now. At the end of that 5 years, you're moving on to something else. But you got PERS, pension, things along that line. So it's just stuff to think about. But you also got to think about your health and the fact that you don't have a life. It's not like you're going to get another one. And that's where I came at it, because my dad kind of looks down on me because I don't go to work every day. I'm like, I got in a car accident, Dad. Almost killed me. Like, I don't give up. Like, I don't even talk to him that much because I don't want to hear that voice. And you don't want to tell your pops off, but I don't want to hear nothing out of you. Like, you know what I'm saying? You did your thing wherever you was at. And I was always I never was, up under your wing as a youngin'. You know what I'm saying? I ain't started rocking with you till I was an adult. I'm not trying to hear nothing out of you. Not a damn thing. Yeah, that's good. You got more options than what you think. You got more options than what you think. But I feel you. Listen, man, when I was out there working, I'm straight up with you. I was having a hard time in the economy. Even when I had a decent job, they was just letting me have it left and right. It was either the brothers and the sisters was letting me have it, or the white people was letting me have it. People just did not want to be around me. I'm like, okay, well, I don't know. Do I got, something wrong with not me, it's them. They don't like my spirit. Okay, there's nothing I can do about that. So the private sector is full of haters. Yeah, man. So like the way I look at it now, because the internet is what it is, the opportunity for you to do something more and create, the creative opportunity is huge now. Huge. It is. It's just so many people creating and doing stuff, and so many people doing the same thing and making money. They're making money, talking about the same old thing everybody else is, but yet they're making money because people want to hear it. Then you got people who are trying to break off and doing something new. Yeah, everybody's talking about baseball. Everybody's talking about football, basketball. Everybody's making money. They're saying the same thing over and over and over, each different show, all over YouTube, podcast. LeBron got a new school, yada, yada, yada. Everybody's saying the same thing. But you know what? Everybody loves it. Because you can turn it on and you can turn it off when you want to. You could turn somebody on and listen to them for 3 hours. You can totally ignore them if you want to. No harm, no foul, because that person's still going to get people to listen to them. Yeah, the job market is changing because, okay, so the job market right now, it depends on what you're looking at. and what city you're looking at, and the demographics as far as monetarily, and as far as men and women, and of course color and stuff like that. So there's a lot of different statistics. But if you just took the mean or the average of things right now, the job market ain't that terrible. It ain't that terrible. But the traditional job and the non-traditional job have two different variations to them. But you can work your hand in both of them and make a good living. That's the benefit that wasn't there 20 years ago. It just wasn't there. You can come home from your job and walk in and you can come from home from your job, you know, get yourself settled, turn on your computer and talk about your day on YouTube, and somebody's going to listen. Somebody's just going to listen. Just 3 people listening to me right now. You're the only one talking. You see what I mean? But there's 2 other people who are just listening. Why? Because they want to know what's going on with other people. It's not necessarily some people be like, "Oh, you're nosy." It's not that. It's people want to identify with other people so they know they're not alone. Loneliness is something that grasps. It grabs at you, and it's a stigma that's put on people's head in America that loneliness is a bad thing. Oh, you're a loner. Oh, you know, you're alone all the time. You're going to be by yourself. You're a spinster. Like, this is why all these women, you know, at a certain age, they're having problems because it's other women who are telling them that it's wrong. Men don't go to women who are age 35 and 55 and say, "You're a spinster." We don't do stuff like that. We don't do it, you know, but other women will in a heartbeat. Yeah, she's a spinster. You know, some 21-year-old is like, you know, the whole marriage thing. Oh, you're single, you're not married, or you got a kid out of wedlock. Ain't the men who's saying that. We are not going to say that to a woman. You know what I'm saying? It's the women who are saying that to other women. So these chicks are knocking each other upside their head, trying not to be the person getting talked about. When I'm like this, be the person getting talked about. If you're 35, 40, and you don't have any kids, fine. Rock with the fact that you don't have no kids. Rock with the fact that you're not married or you're still single. You know, start making videos about speed dating. You know, turn that into revenue. It's just like, let's go. Man, there's so much life to live out here. Turn it into revenue. You know, there's one lady, she had a good job, real good job. She just got tired of doing the same old thing. You know, she had a little boy, he's 7. She just quit her job and grabbed her kid, jumped in a van, and they live outside of the van and they travel all over the world. She's having more fun. She's getting more subscribers every day because she travels all over the world, you know, all over America with her van and her kid. And they're just having a great time. She just got tired of the okie. Like, stop listening to goofy people who are pointing fingers at you while their life is all screwed up. Because some of these people are screwed up. They really are. You think that they're all perfect. You know, it's like these people, they got crusty toes like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, get out of here with that. I don't listen to none of that negativity. I don't. Yeah. You're here because you're relating to what I'm saying. We're in the same demographic. There's a good chance that 2 people who are listening, they might not be black, they might not be a man, but there's someone either in their life and or them that they can relate to the things that I'm talking about. They're like, oh yeah, I know somebody going through that or have went through that, you know? And some people just don't talk that much. So it's not like I'm going, hey, you better talk to me. I'm like, look, if you're getting some type of catharsis, some type of understanding, a better understanding of what people are going through by listening to me, that's fine with me. I don't have an issue with that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll be on I'll do a 5-hour live in a heartbeat just because I don't really go outside and talk to people. I really don't. I don't like the way they look at me. I don't really like their opinions. I really don't. So when I go outside, I usually walk around the block a little bit. Then I come back and park right back in front of the computer. Now I'm having some. I don't hate people. I just don't like them. I don't like them too much. But I care for them. I care for their souls, but I don't need to be around them to care for them. I really don't. I don't need to be all up under, I don't want to see your new kid, your new baby. Oh, look at our baby. I don't really. Is your baby healthy? That's what I care about. Your baby's healthy? Yeah. I don't really want to be around you, but I care for you. You know what I'm saying? I care that you're okay. I want you to have the same opportunities everybody else does. I care about being fair. I care about that. You know what I'm saying? That I care about. When I see somebody being done wrong, that bothers me. You know what I'm saying? But I don't need to be involved with those people. I don't really need to. I used to be the total opposite. I used to want and try to get as much attention and love. And you hear this? That's what I like. It's quiet. That is what I pay for. This is quiet. I love the quiet. I can think. I can, I can't think with somebody in my head, Used to date a bunch of goofy chicks that are always lying to me, trying to figure out if the lies were even worth seeing them again. Some of them was a resounding no. Others were I'm just going to let you lie to me because you're so fine. I used to have that debate every day, wake up like, I know this person is lying to me, but she's so fine. I think I'm going to let her lie to me just a little bit more just so I can look at this job. She's so good. I used to date this 35-year-old back when I was like 40-something. Oh, my goodness. She used to come over. My world just changed. I used to be like, sweet child, you're just so fine. Oh, my goodness. She made me so happy just by being there. Just walking in my door. Just walking in my door, I used to just light up like, oh, my God. Like, I know you're a liar. I know you are. Hey, what's going on, sorry? Like, I know you're lying to me through your pretty pearly whites, but I'm going to let you do it because you're so dang fine. Boy, oh boy, I'm going to let you do it. Man, she's so cute. I had to let her do it. Like, woo, shoot. I was sprung, but it was fun. It was fun until it wasn't. It was just like, oh, my sweet goodness, you're so fine. Yeah, man, I done had a couple of those. Had one chick, she was like 6 feet. Big, tall, light-skinned, gorgeous thing. Just loved looking at her. So I knew she wasn't no good. But I wouldn't tell her no. She would, I'm coming to see you. I'd be like, come on. I'd kick people out just to, I'd be like, yeah, you gotta go. Like, yeah, what's we talking about? I'm sorry. I'll talk to you later. Out the door. Ooh, I don't live like that no more. You know what I'm saying? I no longer take value or stock in the presence of a woman. Not that it's a bad thing. I used to put so much effort into them being in my presence, into being able to talk to them, just me and them. Sometimes it didn't matter, even if it was on the phone. Like I would make all kind of arrangements just to talk to a person for hours on the phone. I'd be in another state. I had one chick, she would call me at like 2 a.m. I didn't care. I would wake up, just speak to this woman. And a lot of times I was halfway asleep, but I remembered everything she said. Because she'd be like, you're not even listening. And I'd be like, I'd repeat her last sentences. I can still remember our conversations, and I ain't talked to this woman in 10 or so years. But that's what they wanted. They wanted my attention because I ain't have no money. But they wanted my attention. So I was good at paying women attention. And that's how I had a whole flock of them. Because they knew I'd pay them attention. That's what they really wanted. They didn't want me. They just wanted somebody to cry to and, and all this other stuff. And, I got what I wanted. They got what they wanted. It was just symbiotic. And then, when they found somebody else to do the same thing, they all left. It was like I was never there. As a matter of fact, some of them would see me and turn their head like they never knew me. I never knew you. I used to get offended, but then I started thinking, okay, you taught me a lesson. So I don't take value in the company of a woman. It used to be like gold to me. It really was. It was worth more than money itself. Now it's the stock. I don't take stock in it at all. I just don't care. No. I don't have any. It has no value to me whatsoever. None. So I no longer go out looking for it. I don't even try. It's pitiful. It's pitiful. It's bad. Like my dating, like I don't even know if I can date anymore. But it was fun while it lasted. I got better things to do. Blessed be the rock. Blessed be the rock of my soul.